By the way, crew, this is the channel that we interviewed right here, Indecisive TCG. Make sure you go check the channel out. It will be linked in the description. And this is where we got the idea for the current list we're playing. It's not his exact list. It is my take on the list. But needless to say, this is where we got the inspiration from. So go show my boy some love for sure. Crew, was good as Rubber Captain, coming back at you with another video. And today we got another special RP Luffy video for y'all boys, man. Another banger we finna throw down for y'all boys, man. If y'all caught my last live stream, we had, a store treasure cup winner. We was interviewing him. He won his store treasure cup with RP Luffy. So we interviewed him. We talked about his deck list. We watched some gameplay. Exciting footage that we got there. It is now locked to the members only. So hey, if you didn't catch it live, this is why you must be subscribed with notifications on, so you know when we go live. And you definitely got to tap into the Discord. It's in the description below. Because if you tapped into the Discord, you would have known that we was going live. And if you would have been subscribed with notifications on, you would have known we was going live. But hey, before we get into the video, as usual, I want to give my thanks and my shout out and my praise. Crew, it's official. We got another official crew member on the channel, Master Chef. Hey man, shout out to you, man. You not only did you walk the plank, you walked it with confidence, with your chin held high, and then you dove into that shark infested waters, man, with no fear, because you are now a part of the Rubber Captain's crew, official member. Hey, welcome, man, welcome. Everybody clap, everybody yell, everybody scream. Yeah, man, huge appreciation to everybody that is a official member. One of the greatest ways to support this channel, but also a huge appreciation to everybody who watches, likes, comments, and subscribes. Speaking of which, if this video gets 60 likes, I will do a giveaway for a custom RP Luffy leader card. What custom RP Luffy leader card, you're asking? Well, that's a good question. Give me 1 second. How about the custom RP Luffy leader card that is on the back of our merch right here? You know what I'm saying? The custom RP Luffy leader merch. Hey man, this is the hoodie right here. Custom hoodie, Rubber Captain's crew. We got the Luffy on the front. The Gear 5 / Gear 6 Luffy on the front with the new custom Luffy leader card for RP Luffy, man. This is the leader card we'll do a custom giveaway for. 60 likes, man. It's not a lot. We get 60 likes every now and then. That's all you gotta do is hit the like button, and we'll make that giveaway happen for sure. And then in 2 days, to all the official members, as you know, I do a giveaway every single month for people who are members. I will be giving away 1 second. I will be giving away a purple black Luffy custom leader card right here. Hey, it just happens to be on another piece of merch. If you like the leader, what better way to show your love than a custom, hey, custom shirt to go with your custom leader. But yeah, I'll be doing a giveaway in 2 days for this specific custom leader card. Yeah, let's get back into the video, crew. So, hey, if you made it this far, I appreciate you for watching this far. I appreciate you watching all my rambling. Oh, I do gotta mention before we start this video, huge announcement, huge announcement. Please listen to this, do not skip. Me and the boy 3-piece, TCG, will be doing a 5v5 tournament, including ourselves. So that means 4 people will be selected. All you got to do if you want to be entered into that tournament, make sure you comment on this video below, or you can even comment on his video, and we will select. We'll probably do a random generator, do a 5v5 tournament with 5 different leaders. So whenever you do select, be kind of thinking about what leader you want to play. We can't all play the same leader, unfortunately, so it is what it is. Pick a leader that it's going to be the OP11 meta. So make sure y'all tap into that and just drop a comment down below saying you want to be entered into the 5v5 tournament. And then, if we get more than 5 people on either one of our videos, we'll do a random generator. If we get only 5 people or 4 people specifically, because we're counting as one. I'm not counting myself, unfortunately, but yeah, we're counting as one. So if we get more than 4 people that want to be in it, We'll do a random generator to figure out who's gonna be on our team specifically. But yeah, man, it's gonna be an all-out crew battle. So hey, tap in for sure, man. Exciting times are coming. Exciting times are coming, man. We're stepping up our game. We're reaching our hand out. We're trying to, we're trying to link up here and there. We're doing interviews, man. We're doing big things for the channel, man. Right now is the time to tap in. And if you know anybody who wants to link up, any other content creator, hey, spread the word, man. Rubber Captain's willing to link up. We're willing to do collabs. Three pieces, the homie for sure. After our last collab, if you haven't seen our last collab, go check that out. Got one on my channel, one on his channel. Both are good. Definitely go check those videos out. But yeah, that's enough rambling on. Let's get into the video that you came to see. Alright, so the list looks crazy. I know. Just hear me out. Okay, so a couple things, a couple weird things that you may see off top is this event right here. So Achilles over in Indecisive TCG likes this event because it searches his top end and it also searches his ramp. Now, that being said, he does play Mr. 2, but as y'all know, I like to be here for the streets. I like my debt list to be playable for everybody in every category. You know what I'm saying? So we're not running Mr. 2. We opted out to run something different. Yeah. It searches any card that's 4 costs or more. So anything you play that's 4 costs or more is searchable in this deck. So all of our top end is searchable. Zoro is not searchable. We're only playing 2 of those. But our Brulés are searchable, so our ramp is searchable, and also our Gene Bart, which is our other ramp, is searchable. And also our lead performer Disaster is searchable in this deck. So we're playing plenty of ramp. I'm not gonna go over every single card because I've went over these cards multiple times. If you do want to know more about certain cards, then just check my previous deck list. But I am gonna kind of glaze through. I'm just not gonna break them down all the way. So Whitebeard, play Whitebeard. We got him at 2. He is searchable now, and we do got some cyclers to get through to him. Whitebeard at 2, 8K lead, always a great thing. Dragon at 2. Dragon searchable in this list. Also 8 cost 9K rusher. Great in the Blackbeard matchup. That's why we're running Dragon. Shanks. Shanks minuses everything on the opponent's board minus 1,000 power. He has rush. He's great in every single matchup in this meta. Just every matchup Shanks is good. You're getting to Shanks by turn 4. You're dropping him out, and your opponent just cries. They can't do nothing. Also searchable in this list. We're playing 2 Batmans. Batman is a great card. Trashes a 6 careless. With Shanks on board, he trashes a 7 careless. So any of them green purple Luffy cards, once you establish a Shank, easily removed by being Batman. Also searchable with your 2 cost event. 2 Zorojoros, nothing to say there. 2 Gear 5 Luffys, nothing to say there, standard. 4 of the 6 cost 6K blocker Sanji, 2K counter, searchable in the list. 4 Brulés, y'all know what it is. Brulé, not Mr. 2 Bond Clay. Yeah, searchable in the list. 2 Rush Sanjis, rest down to 6. You got Rush, great in the most matchups. Also searchable in the list. We're running 2 Brooks. We're running 2 Brooks just to have another card to give us that extra Don when we play the Shanks out. I just like it, and it's also a tech card to help us in the green matchups. Really, every matchup is good into if it sticks on the board, especially green purple Luffy. Being able to minus 2,000 power to their monsters or their bosses, whatever, is just great. Also searchable in the list. Gene Bart. It's a 5 cost. It's a 5 cost ramper at the end of the day because you play it out for 4. You have to rest a Don down. Add 1 Don from your Don deck is active. Your Don does come in active, so there is a plus. But this is great for going second or first, because you either play it down on your sixth on turn, ramp one, that puts you at 7. Then your next turn you're on 9. Use leader effect, you're at 10. You're dropping shanks. Going first is great as well. Playing it on 5, play it out on 5. You go to 6. Your next turn you're on 8. Leader effect 9. You can drop your white bears, your dragons, your Ben Batmans, your kids, whatever. The idea of this deck is to get to 10 Don by turn 4, so that means we do like going second. We prefer to go second, but if we have to go first, we have options to, get around going first. 3 kids, nothing to say here. 7K leads always good. 4 Usahachi's best 2K counter in the game. 2 Onami blockers, just a, cycler. Also a card we can play after using Kid or after dropping Beckman if we got a Brook on board. There's a lot of plays to play it out, but at the end of the day, it's a 4 cost blocker. Searchable in the list. Our searcher, which searches everything damn near in our deck besides the Gum Gum Giant and the Thunder Bagwas and the Usohachis and the Zoro Joros. That's the only thing that doesn't search. Pretty much you're gonna hit off this search. It sucks if you bottom deck a Gum Gum Giant, of course. So try not to use this, freely. But at the same time, it doesn't hurt you. It doesn't hurt you to bottom deck a Gum Gum Giant when you're dropping Shanks on turn 4 consistently. Let's just say that. 2 Thunder Bagua is still a great card. A buff ramp does it all. 4 Gum Gum Giants, best card in the game. 2 Lead Performing Disasters. Not only does it have a trigger to activate the card's main effect, it replaces itself. You draw 1 card, add 1 Don from your Don deck and set it as active. So yeah. So basically, the goal of the deck is to ramp to 10 Don by turn 4 and just spam out Shanks. So usually when you're on your 7 Don turn, you don't want to use Kid's effect if you got Shanks in hand. If you don't have Shanks in hand, it's okay to use the Kid effect on 7, right? But you want to stay on that 7 Don curve, even the Sanji as well. You don't want to use them, you don't want to play them on curve because you want to be at 10 Don by turn 4. You can play them out, but you don't want to use their effect, let's just say that. So like I can still swing 6 on 7 and play out a Kid and let it sit on the board, right? Just don't want to use this effect if you got a Shanks in hand. If you don't got a Shanks in hand, the world's your oyster. Do what the hell you usually would do. Play Sanji out on curve, play your Kid out on curve, do your thing. But if you got a Shanks in hand, get into that 10 Don quick as possible, and dropping it down is going to be your strongest move. That is the goal of this deck right here. Now let's get into the gameplay, crew. But before we do, hey bro, try that beat. Alright, crew. Let's get into the first match. We found a Luffy here. I was trying to get specific leader matchups, but my sim kept freezing up, so I just gave up, bro. I'm sorry. So going second, we see our event here. We're gonna go ahead and use it. If we bottom deck a Gum Gum Giant, it sucks, but we do got the Kid Shanks in our hand. So we're searching for ramp, We're searching for ramp. Why not? We can search it. Let's search it. Luffy likes going first, so they're on their perfect curve, right? Thing about Luffy, the standard Luffy into our leader, is when they play Zoro Zoro out on 4, they can't swing into you. That's already a free hit save right there, which is great. We draw into a Roulette, which is nice. So we're gonna swing 6 here, probably play out our Roulette, and then pass it on up. Let's see if he wants to take. They should counter out of this. Usually they do. Let's see what he does. If he takes it, then he's probably low on counter. Okay. Yeah, it gives us a 2K there. We play out our Brulee. We pass the turn. And, we're chilling right now. See, we'll be on 7 Don next turn if we use our Brulee. Thinking here, he's swinging 6. I'm going to go ahead and block it out. I was going to wait to see if he swung more, but he doesn't swing more, so we're good. I'm thinking about if I want to take here. I take and we get a lead performer disaster trigger. So we're gonna be at 9 die next turn, which is, crazy. Which is crazy, you know what I'm saying? So we can safely play out our kid and use the effect since we will be at 10 done anyways the turn after. He did play out a law to get rid of 2 cards out of our hand, which is sucks that he did. It sucks for him that he didn't get our Shanks or our Newgate or our kid. So hey, it is what it is. We did have a decent amount of cards in hand, so here we go. We play out our searcher event. I'm looking. I'm like, dang, I gotta bottom deck this Gum Gum Giant. Well, that's cool. We're gonna grab a Ben Beckman here. We probably should have grabbed a 2K. Looking back, but Ben Beckman's not really a bad grab because we can Ben Beckman the Zoro Joro if we need to. Take off some pressure. But we are about to be dropping Shanks pretty soon, so that's always a good thing. We're waiting to see what he does here. He does got 6 done. If he does leader effect, then he can play out Luffy Taro and, into something else. Let's see what he does. He plays out a kid, so I'm thinking maybe he doesn't have Luffy Taro. Well, oh well. We're playing out our Shanks now. We're swinging 8 with the kid, using kid effect to buff our lead to 7. Then we're going to use leader effect to ramp 1 dime back active. We're at 10 dime with 1 dime active, and we're swinging 8 into his Zoro Joro, which is a 5 cost now because of Shanks. Then we're swinging 6 into life, which is probably going to get a 2K, or my bad, 2K, 1K, or a blocker. Surely he doesn't want to use Gum Gum Giant this early. He takes the life hit, which means he's probably bricked up. Blocks out with the law on the Shanks attack, which, is cool. We knew he was going to get a blocker some way or somehow. He is on 9 dying. If he plays the Rush Luffy out, I'm not worried because he only gets 1 attack then. And we do got a 2K, 1K in hand. It probably would have been better if we had 2 2Ks, but it is what it is. Let's see what we choose to do here. I did want to search the Batman just in case he plays out Luffy Taro into like Sangoro or something. We don't want that Sangoro to stick on board and just draw him cards every turn. So that was my reasoning for searching the Beckman over the 2K. Beckman's just good in this matchup. So he does play out the Rush Luffy, draws a card, good for him. He's got a shit ton of cards in hand, probably like 9. Let's see what he does now. He can only swing 1 time. He chooses not to swing, which is very odd. I don't know why he chose not to swing there, but it's about to just get worse for him. We play out Newgate, buffing our leader to 8K, swinging the kid, buffing our leader to 9K, returning that dime back to our dime deck, and we're going to use lead effect to get that dime back active. That'll leave us 2 active dime, a 9K swing into lead, and then a 12K swing into lead. Just insane amount of pressure. He gives us the Gum Gum Giant on this kid swing. Let's see. Okay, he dishes Sangoro, so he does have Sangoro, which is, to be expected with a standard Pluffy build. Swinging 9K at 5 here is probably going to get taken, yeah, and then it's probably going to block out of this one. He takes both and goes down to 0, so yeah. I'm assuming he's going to try to end game this turn. That's the only way I can see, but I'm at a 9K lead, so it's kind of like not realistic. He's got a shit ton of cards in hand, but I'm guessing he's just majorly bricked up because there's no way. Okay, he's playing a Big Mom out, so he's going to heal a life. But that's not going to do you no justice. Like, I got a kid, Newgate, and Shanks on board. And probably going to drop another kid this next turn. If I don't want to drop Rush Sanji or something else and just go for game, which we can do as well. Let's see what we do here. A 9K lead. If he swings his Luffy right now with my Shanks effect, it's literally just a 1K counter. And I don't take the hit. He's probably better off swinging at my kid, but even still, that's just a 2K counter. He chooses not to swing again, so he's trying to go wide on us. I don't understand the strategy of trying to go wide on us when we're just gonna buff up. continuously. Okay, but we play out another kid here, buffing our leader to 7. Swing our other kid that's already on board, buffing our leader to 8. We do got a Usohachi here, so I could play that. I'm not opposed to, and rest down his kid blocker. But we choose to just go with the flow. We swing 8 here. He uses the Gum Gum Giant, which is nice. We ramp the Don. Thinking here. We swing 10. And then it's going to be swing 12. Okay, he gave us 3 cards that for that 10k swing. Probably going to give us the blocker for this 12, right? I can only imagine. Surely you don't go down to 0 again. He goes down to 0 again, so maybe he's got another Big Mom, but if he plays another Big Mom, he literally can only attack us twice. We're at 8k leader on his turn. It's not looking good for our opponent. We got 2 kids, a Newgate, and a Shanks on board. I don't know why he hasn't quit. Like, I don't understand. Like, he's not swinging his board, which I'm not going to attack into his board anyway because, you know, my leader's getting buffed to 8 and 9k every turn. There's no need for me to worry about your board. I'm literally just going to go face. I don't know why he was worried about turning them sideways. I guess his idea is to go wide and try to survive at that point. But yeah, it's going to be game this next turn for sure. Got the Rush Sanji. Yeah, he quits. He quits there, but yeah, we got the Rush Sanji. He doesn't have any blockers besides the kid. Play out Rush Sanji. Rest down his blocker. He has no life. And 1 open down for Gum Gum Giant, but he has no giant hand. And it was gonna be just an insane amount of attacks into his face. To where, yeah, there was no way he was surviving. But yeah, man, so far, very powerful deck, very powerful deck. Let's get on to the next match, crew. Alright, crew. So we got a Shanks here. I don't know why I always get matched up with a Shanks. Like I said, I was trying to do specific matchups, but bruh, it just kept freezing up, so I just started doing random. We found the Shanks. I guess they wanted to try their luck against the RP Luffy. But I don't know. Shanks struggles in the RP, in my opinion. He is playing the Rush version of Shanks, and I know this because he's playing out the Sanji, which means he's probably going to play the Rush Luffy next turn. And some people said they were struggling with that. Bruh, just go to 10, drop your Shanks, your kid, or your Newgate, whatever you have, and you're chilling, bro. He's swinging 6 at us here. I take that hit. He swings another 6. I'm gonna give him a 2k for that, which feels bad, but it is what it is. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. So here, I'm probably gonna just blind swing my Zoro into his Sanji to see if he wants to block it for free. If he doesn't block it, that's cool. I'll go 6 into it with leader if he saves it. See what he does. So here I should implement the strategy I was telling you. I'm gonna swing 6 more than likely. I should just swing 6. Okay, I'm developing first and I just pass. I'm not even swinging, and I'm not even swinging again. That's another strategy I like as well. That I usually do. I could have swung 6. He's gonna attack into the Zoro anyway, right? I could have swung 6. He would have popped it. It would have been fine. But yeah, I see what I'm doing here. I'm just trying to have that threat, like, oh, this Zoro gonna be on board. You gotta attack into it. Trying to save counter in my hand, which makes sense. You know, when I make these games, y'all have to understand something. I'm in a completely different mind frame than when I'm watching my gameplay back. Decisions I make while I'm in the game is, you know, ultimately the decision I'm gonna make. That's just how it is. I may see things differently when I'm watching my gameplay over. You know, it is what it is. He didn't even swing into our Zoro, which is kind of crazy to me. But I mean, that's fine. Shanks. We're at 10 Don, turn 4. Thinking here, I'm like, we could save Shanks for another turn, but nah. Drop our Shanks. Swing 6 into 5 here. If he wants to block out with that Lucky Roo. Sure, he just counters out of this one. Probably blocks out of the other one. Okay, he used Red Hawk there, which is nice, I guess. 7 and a 12. Okay, he counters out of that, and he's probably going to block out of this 12k attack. Oh, he takes. He's leaving his blocker on board, which is dangerous. We do got another Rush Sanji in hand. We got plenty of 2Ks in hand now, so we're not feeling bad. He is only on 9 Don, so the most he can probably KO is this Sanji if he had some attack neg in his hand. Just depending if he had an Otama or something, or a building snake. He could probably get rid of this. Okay, he's playing out Dragon. So he's going for an aggressive approach, which is not a bad thing. He's going into leader, which is crazy. So I give him 2Ks for that. He's going into leader again. I give him a 2K, 1K. And we're chilling. Now if he uses this Sanji right here, he takes a life, which will put him at 2, and it's very dangerous. But we draw into a kid, so we play the kid out. We get to ramp our dime back. We're now 7k lead. We're probably going to swing 8, 8, 12. Leave 2 open dime for 2 Gum Gum Giants, and more than likely he is cooked after that. Yep. 8, 8, 12. It's always good to swing 8 at Shanks, because even if they use their leader effect, that's still a 7k attack, and they have to give up 2 cards on top of the leader effect. So swinging 8 is just devastating to a Shanks player. And now we're going to go 12 into his Dragon, since he did counter out of that 8k swing. He did block with his Lucky Roo. We finally got the blocker off the board. We're feeling a whole lot better now. So now we got the Gear 5 in hand. We got 2 Gum Gum Giants. If he swings in, I'm not opposed to taking that hit, because I know I can counter out of it, right? Let's see what he decides to do. Yeah, his name's God Usopp, but he's playing Shanks. So I mean, I guess. So I take the hit and go down to 0. He plays Gold D Roger out. I'm like, okay, we Gum Gum Giant, get rid of our brick, and then we have to Gum Gum Giant again, unfortunately, because we didn't draw into much counter, which is fine. We had 2 Gum Gum Giants. We left the 2 open Don on purpose for that. And then, you know, here we go. So now we're probably going to split and kill. We're going to start off with an 8k attack here to see if we can get the leader effect out. He takes the 8k attack. So now I'm thinking he's bricked up. We're going to split Don. We're going 4 on the kid, swinging 12. Using the kid effect to minus the Don that we put on the Sanji. And then we're going to swing 11. So even if he gets out of this, yeah. So we swung awkward for our opponent there, which made it, you know, mathematically impossible for him to figure out. But yeah, we swung 12 with our kid, minusing the Don that we put on the Sanji. Then we would have re-ramped the Don back with our leader effect, which I think we already ramped the Don with our leader effect. But either way, split the rest on the leader, swing 11k, then it was going to be 12k. So even if he got out of that 11k with leader effect, that's what? 3 2Ks and a 1K with leader effect. That's 4 cards from hand right there to get out of 11k attack. Well, it would have been 10k. So yeah, 3 2Ks would have got him out of it. So that'd been 3 cards from hand right there. And then 12, he was just cooked. I mean, he did play out Go D Roger though. He tried to sneak one in on us. Let's get on to the next game, crew. All right, crew. I do got more gameplay with this deck, but you know, we're gonna end it off with a category here. I tried to get a Blackbeard matchup, but bruh, I think I do got a Blackbeard matchup. Matter of fact, yeah, I got a Blackbeard matchup for y'all. I'm actually gonna show y'all the Blackbeard matchup after this. I don't really like showing off Blackbeard because it's kind of boring. You know, you don't get your own plays. It's just kind of like, oh, beat down. You just rush them and beat them down. But I mean, some people like watching Blackbeard matchup or something, so I'll show it to you. But yeah, we're playing a Katakuri here, and if you, as y'all know, Katakuri plays triggers. They're yellow, and it used to be a very annoying deck for RP Luffy for some people. For me, it's never really been that, but some people struggled with Katakuri back in my '09 RP Luffy days. I think even '08 they were struggling with him, but yeah, as you know, they get to 10, they start dropping these big moms, gaining life, trashing life, you know, doing all them things. But yeah, we're gonna play out of Brook here, so now you're gonna get to see Brook put in work. He plays out a Newgate to stack his life. So now he's getting to set all the triggers he wants to set in life, which is cool, you know. But we already got our Shanks, so you know that's probably gonna be our next play. Swinging 7 at us here because it gets to do his leader effect to look at the life and buff his leader to 1,000. Swinging 7 at us here, it's an easy 2k out. Okay, now we're on 10 done. Ran with our leader effect. Now we're on 10 done. Drop down the Shanks here. We accidentally used the Brook effect here, which was a misplay. Doesn't really matter because, you know, even though we can't rant with leader, doesn't really matter. It's just kind of troll, to be honest. We swing 7 at 5 here. He gives us 2 cards, and then we'll probably just swing 12 in here. Thinking about if he gets a trigger, would that be annoying for me? He doesn't get a trigger, so you know it's a whole lot better. But we're putting him in a situation to where if he establishes bodies, then he's not gonna be able to swing as much at us, and that's the situation there. Like he could split Don right now and potentially just kill us, right? The thing is, they see 6 cards in your hand. They don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't know 100%. But he plays out the big bomb that makes you either trash or I think he either gains a life or you trash 2 cards. I just trash 2 cards because why not? Now you're not going to be able to attack into me as much. I got the Gear 5 play. I'm feeling pretty good on my end. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling okay over here. Let's see what he does. He might just scoop it up. I don't know. Okay, he's swinging 7 at my Brook here, or he's swinging 8. I think about giving him. I think about countering out of that just so he has to swing into it again and use that 1 extra Don so he can't leave 1 up for an event if he had one. But I was like, nah, it'll be alright. If he's got an event, he's got an event. We're gonna swing 12 in here to start off our turn. 12 with the Shanks. Gear 5. He had You're the One Who Should Disappear. He's only got 4 cards in hand. And as long as he doesn't get a trigger right here, we should be good for game. But you know it is yellow, so it's a possibility. And he did set that You're the One Who Should Disappear with that Newgate earlier, which is cool. So we're gonna gain 1 Don here. I think we should just start off with a 12 just in case he gets a trigger. Yeah. 12 to 5. You get a gang beige. You did get a Basil Hawkins to draw to, I think it is. Let's see. Okay. The Does got a Lin Lin in hand. We're gonna swing 9 here and leave 1 open Don just in case he somehow counters out of this. He had exactly 9. That was a little risky. I think we should just went for it at that point. Granted, I do got 4 1Ks in hand, and I do got a 2K in life, and I also have the Gear 5 or the Gum Gum Giant. If he splits Don perfectly though, he might kill us. Just depends. If he plays Lin Lin out, I think we survive. He might trash our 2K, but we do got the Gum Gum Giant. And he won't be able to swing except with his Newgate and his Lin Lin, which is exactly 4 1Ks. So yeah, I think it would have been alright no matter what he did, unless he split Don perfectly. Could have killed us potentially after the Gum Gum Giant as well. Yeah, I don't know, but that was good games. Let's get on to the last matchup, crew. Alright, crew, this is for all my people who love watching the Blackbeard matchups for some reason. I can't stand playing against Blackbeard. It's so boring. It's like playing against Nami for me. It's just boring. Like, neither one of you can use on play effects. It's just it's not hard. It's just like it's boring, bro. It puts me to sleep. Like, no lie. But we did find a Blackbeard for y'all, so you know, nonetheless, let's show it off. I do gotta record it. Might as well show it to you. This will be the last one, and then we'll go back and review the Decklist. Talk about some things we may change, we may not change. We did take second away from him, which you know is a notable mention. So here I got a choice to make. We do have 2 of the 2-cost events, right? We do have a Zoro Joro in hand and a Brulee. I'm going to opt to use the Zoro Joro because if he uses the black hole, you know, it is what it is. Like, okay, he has the liberation or whatever. He liberates our Zoro Joro. Swing 6 at us here. I'm thinking if I want to go down to 1 life this early, and I'm like, nah. We're going to give him the Brulee because we do got 2 of the Searcher events, so there's a chance we can just search into another 4-drop. We will be on 6 Don this next turn, so we have potential to see another 4-drop. If we don't, we don't. It's good. Okay, we search. We see a Gene Bart. Like, cool, we'll grab the Gene Bart. We already got 2 Shanks in hand, so once we start dropping them, it's going to be ugly for him. The bad thing about Gene Bart is you need 5 Don to use his ramp effects. I'm like, fuck it. We play out another Searcher, we search into a Brulee, and then we just put the rest of the Don on lead and swing 8. We got him down to 3 life, and you know, we added some counter back to hand / ramp if we do need. So our opponent is on 7 Don now. Let's see what he does. Okay, he plays out Kuzan, of course, trashing the Kuzan to play out the Burgess. You know, they love their Burgess, but, you know, we're not worried about Burgess, bro. We're just trying to get the 10 Don. And this is, you know, we're doing this without ramp, just so you know. So you can beat Blackbeard just fine without ramp. As long as you're going second anyways, you know. Going first is a little iffy without ramp, but going second you can get there. So he does turn off our own play effects. We just play out the kid, regular, swing 7 with lead. Leave 1 open Don just in case he wants to swing big at us here and try to get us down to 0. We don't want that happening. We're on 9 Don, so even if we use Gum Gum Giant, we still can play this Shanks out next turn safely. So let's see what our opponent does here. He definitely has to worry about this kid because kid stays on board. 7K lead's gonna be a lot for Blackbeard to deal with. Okay, he's searching with stage. He searches a stronger. He draws the Jesus Burgess off the other feet. Lays out another Kuzan. See what he plays off the Kuzan. He plays a Van Auger off of Kuzan, but he only has 3 open Don. So I think he miscalculated there. If he wouldn't have used the Lafitte, he could have Liberation. My bad. If he wouldn't use the Lafitte, he could have played out the Van Auger, rested it down, and then liberated our kid off the board, which probably would have been a better play for him. But it is what it is. He swings 8 at us here with his Blackbeard leader, and I don't think he's going to turn his Burgess sideways because he doesn't want to lose it, which makes sense. We are Black Hold, but nonetheless, we're going to play out Shanks this turn. Swing 8 with Kid. See if we can get some counter out of his hand. Cool. Swing 7 with our lead to see if we can get some counter out of hand. And then swing 12 with Shanks. He goes down to 0, and you know it's not looking good for him right now. So let's see what he does. He draws a stronger off the Hachinosu. Plays out a Blackbeard, which is surprising. I didn't think he would play a Blackbeard this turn, but yeah, he did. See what else he does. He swings 8 into 8, which I'm just gonna counter out of. Like, I'm not letting you get my kid. I mean, and he just quits there. I don't know why he quit there. He does have what, 2, 4, 6. Is Shiryu a 2K? I'm pretty sure he's a 2K. So let's just say he's a 2K. So he's got 10K counter in hand, right? He's got 10K counter in hand, and literally all I was gonna do is play out another Shanks. Play out another Shanks. Swing 8. Swing 8 with the Captain Kid. Uses effect. So 8 would require 2 2Ks or to block. Surely he's not gonna block the 8K, right? So surely he's not gonna block the 8K. He's gonna give us 2 2Ks. So he's got 2 more 2Ks and 2 1Ks in hand. So from there, I'm gonna ramp the Don back with leader. Swing 7. 7's gonna require 2K 1K. He's not gonna turn his Blackbeard sideways for that. So now he's got a 2K 1K in hand. I swing 11 with Shanks. Turns his Blackbeard sideways. Gives us a 2K to save it. And he's got 1K left in hand. So he's got either Burgess or Vasco shot left in hand with a Teach in hand. He could just split and kill us. I don't know why he quit. We do got the Thunderbog 1 life, but we don't know it at the time. It would have been threatening Gum Gum Giant though, so it would have been risky for him to try to go for it. He could just block her up and try to survive. Like play out Vasco shot, use Lafitte, use Hachinosu, search for another Vasco shot, double blocker. It would have been minus 2K on everything though because of the double Shanks. So his Van Auger would have been a 4K. We're a 7K lead. It would took 3 Don just for Van Auger to swing. A base, 7K. Then his Burgess would be bigger. He'd be minus 2k, so he'd be a 7k attacker. He can swing Burgess for free. But he has to get 3 attacks through. And I don't think he can do that with him being negative 2,000. Who knows? Maybe he could have, but he gave up anyway. It don't matter. I mean, he would have went down to 0 cards in hand damn near, so if he didn't kill us then and there, you know, he'd have been cooked. He not black hole us, and maybe that's what it was. It says nullify, but I think usually it says black hole if he black holes you. Maybe he didn't black hole us, and that's why he gave up. If he wouldn't have black holed us, it just would have been Gear 5. It'd have been Gear 5 game. Yeah, who knows? But let's get back to the list. Here's the list, crew. Right now, the list is decent. I do got another variation on my phone that I've been testing out. You know, as we do more testing, you know, everything's gonna transform as it always does. I do want to find a way to get the God threads in just to help out in like the green matchups. I do want to add Rosinante in as well. It's another option for Brook, but I like Brook. Brook does help in the matchups, the green matchups, or the matchups where we're playing Kid. Like having a Brook on board, playing out of Shanks, that's minus 3k to 2 bodies. You know what I'm saying? And that's swinging 7 minus 3k to 2 bodies is insane. So yeah, there, you know, that's the tech with that. But so far I'm liking it where it's at. And for my budget players out there, if you want a budget version, if you're just getting into One Piece game and you want a budget version of this list, I got you. I got you covered. I got a $50 version of this list. I might make a video on it. I might make a video on it soon. This is a $50 version of the list we just played, and it's not as good. Now don't get it twisted, but it's still decent. Still decent. And it's almost exactly the same when it comes to like power. Almost exactly the same. But yeah, here's a budget version. But yeah, man, I'll have the deck list down in the description below, and I'll catch y'all boys in the next one, man. And don't forget, if you want to be in the 5v5, comment down below and let us know, and we'll get you up in there, man. And I'll catch y'all boys in the next one. Peace.